about rationale for planning, it simply means we need to plan. What is the reason behind planning? That is the point. The reason behind planning. The reason behind planning could be either internally or externally. So what is rationale for planning itself? I wrote. Rationale for planning is to provide structure. What? Rationale means reason for planning. Yes. So what is the brain behind planning? Why do we have to plan as a business? That is rationale. So here I wrote. The rationale for planning is to provide a structured. You see, you're talking. You have the problem, not me.
Yeah.
You are. You want me to give you more time, I can give, but you're disturbing the class when I'm explaining. It's a common sense. Ask questions, it's fine, but not to be talking while I'm talking. Ask. Question, yes. But I'm explaining things and you're still talking. It doesn't make sense now. So, we're in rationale for planning. When we talk about rationale for planning, it simply means the brain behind planning. Why do we have to plan as a business? The rationale for planning is to provide a structured and logical approach to decision making to justify the goals of the business. So the rationale for planning is why we have to make decisions. We have to make decisions as businesses. But because of making these decisions, we have to justify whatever decision we have made. And to justify it, it has to be stated through the plan. So the next thing they're going to ask you, the first thing they're going to ask you is, oh, I want to achieve this. How are you going to be able to achieve this? Oh, look at my plan towards achieving it. Put your head up, please. So the rationale is all about the process you have to go through to justify whatever you want to achieve as a business. So here we have plan. I said planning is essential for a company and it can come in two folds. If you fail to plan, it simply means you are planning to fail. That is the reality. So for every business encounter, we need to make a plan because the plan would allow us to justify. Stop that already. And sit down properly. So the plan will allow us to tell people that, oh, this is what we really are up to. So if it works, fine. If it doesn't work, yes, they would know that we've actually tried. That is the rationale behind planning. So, because if you don't try, nobody's going to know. Telling people that you did, it's just about talking. And talking is what's cheap. They want to see things you have, they want to see what your list are, they want to see your objectives, they want to see it in planning. They want to see your document backing it up that you've really tried. And that is why we need a planning procedure. So planning could come through internal changes or external changes. And when we talk about internal changes, we are simply talking about what could bring about a plan. What could be the rationale behind planning for internal changes. And when we talk about internal changes, they are simply within the organization. So, oh, this is a company. What are the reasons why we might start planning internally? You know, we say it's about the reason for planning. The reason for planning could be internal, it could be external. So when it is internal, it means we are planning because of internal reasons within the business. And what are those things that could happen within the business? The first one is restructuring. But before I go into that, I said internal changes itself is what? Adjustment made within the business to improve your structure, your process. These things are what you do day in, day out. But you cannot just leave it the way it is. You have to plan towards, you have to make adjustment day in, day out. Because if you don't make adjustment, you're just standing still, your competitors will meet you and leave you behind. So for you to remain relevant to the market, you have to regularly adjust because the market you are is already dynamic. The market changes every now and then. And because the market changes every now and then, a business to remain relevant must also continue to make adjustments, which is internal. Is it making sense here? So we are thinking about dynamism in the market. And if there's dynamism in the market, it simply means we also as a business must continuously change, adjust, so that we can always meet the demands of our customers. And we remain relevant. Because if we are not relevant, it means your customers are leaving you to buy from your competitors. And before you know it, you are out of the business. So when you make adjustments inside or within your business, it is called internal changes. Do you get internal changes here now? Good. So here I wrote, these are adjustments made within the business to improve structure, process, and operations. Whatever the business does, when you are making adjustments within the business, it is internal. So what are the kinds of internal adjustments a business can make? The first one, restructuring. When I think about restructuring, this is the act of organizing to improve efficiency. The structure is the basis of the organization. The managers, the directors, the foundation of the business. The foundation of the business needs to be solid.
That's it.
Yeah, when I'm talking, you're not supposed to write.
Huh?
You're not supposed to write when I'm talking. So we're talking about the foundation of the business, the structure, because it is on the foundation that the building will stay on. So if the foundation is shaking, then the building will shake. So whatever the business do, the business might make plans to ensure that it improves the efficiency in the business. And to improve efficiency, it means you think more of the foundation of the business. Because it is only when the foundation is solid that the business becomes solid. If the foundation is shaky, the business will be shaky. That is the structure. And this cannot be done externally. It has to be done internally. Do we understand internal changes here, please? Internal changes occur within the business. And one of the internal changes we're talking about is restructuring. Putting things, improving your structure, improving the foundation to improve and to bring about efficiency. Because it's only in efficiency that business can thrive, can become better, and can have a competitive advantage. Is it making sense or not? Is it making sense or not?
Yes.
Restructuring means things that you figure out that are not okay. You make adjustments to them. You improve on them to become efficient. Because it is in efficiency that we can be profitable. If you are not efficient, you will lose out. It means you are wasting resources. Wasting resources doesn't simply mean you are throwing them out. You might be wasting resources because you have a lot of employees and they are doing nothing. It's a waste. So this is why you have to improve to increase your efficiency. The second one, delayering. When we talk about delayering, it simply comes with the kind of chain of command we have. We have the long chain and the short chain. When we talk about the long chain, we're talking about having a lot of managers within the organization. When you have a lot of managers within the organization, it allows decision to be slow and communication to be rigid. When you have a lot of managers within an organization, decision making becomes slow and communication might breach in between. So one way to improve on communication is to delay, to reduce the numbers of managers you have. Are we getting it or not, please?
Yes.
Delayering simply means you are reducing the layers of management. You are reducing the numbers of managers you have. You are reducing the numbers of management staff so that decision making will be faster and communication will be more effective. It's an internal change. Do we get it?
Yeah.
You don't get it, right? Yeah, it's okay. Delayering means, let's say we have, these are our chain of command. Let's say we have